In the world of master artisans, a high price tag is often mistaken for superior quality. But does external beauty always equal true inner strength? Today, we witness a battle that transcends steel and iron. It is a clash between two fundamentally different ways of thinking and approaching the craft. Alex believes in the power of luxury and fame, while David trusts only in the silent, repetitive rhythm of the hammer and the heat of forge. On one side, we have a masterpiece designed for the eyes. On the other, a simple tool forged for the most extreme and unforgiving conditions. We live in an era where the expensive is often called the best, but surface-level glamour frequently hides a lack of true, foundational substance and grit. As the fire roars, the journey begins. Two men, two philosophies, and one ultimate test that will reveal who truly understands the nature of the blade. Alex, the renowned master, is certain that his natural talent and the use of rare, exotic materials will naturally lead to a legendary, unbeatable weapon. He prioritizes the visual impact, believing that if it looks like a king's weapon, it will surely perform like one when the moment of truth arrives. In the darker corner, David works without rest. There are no gems or gold here, only the constant rhythmic folding of steel to remove every impurity. He understands that strength is not added from the outside, but built from within through thousands of precise, painful, and exhausting strikes upon the hot metal. While Alex cuts corners to focus on the shine, David embraces the heat and the struggle, knowing that there are no shortcuts to achieving true perfection. The apprentice believes in the process. He knows that the fire and the oil are the only things that can truly temper the heart of the steel. One man builds a brilliant starting line, while the other quietly prepares for the finish line. The difference in their results will soon become very clear. The fabrication stage is over. The time for talking is past, and the world of theory must now give way to the harsh reality of practice. The survival test is ready. Here, in this desolate place, the elements do not care about price tags or the reputation of the man who forged. Alex's sword appears like a sunbeam, radiating wealth and status. It is a work of art that seems almost too beautiful to be used in combat. The audience is captivated by the surface. To them, the value is obvious, and they expect a performance that matches the incredible price of the weapon. Then comes David's blade. It is plain, almost primitive in appearance. It looks more like a tool for a common laborer than a weapon of legend. Mockery fills the air. How could this dull, unattractive piece of metal compete with the masterpiece of a world-renowned smith? The contrast is almost comical. But the test of survival has no room for pretension. When faced with extreme pressure, every hidden flaw and every missed step will be ruthlessly exposed. The moment of truth is here. It is time to see if the gold can withstand the stone, or if the humble iron holds a secret power. In total silence, Alex strikes. He puts all his strength and his pride into this single blow, expecting the stone to shatter under his magnificent creation. As the blade meets the unyielding rock, the illusion of perfection begins to crumble. The beauty that dazzled the eyes offers no protection against the impact. The precious stones fly like useless pebbles. Without a solid internal foundation, the decorations are merely baggage that weakens the structural integrity of the sword. The most expensive sword has failed. It snapped like glass because it was built to be admired, not to endure the harsh reality of conflict. Laziness, hiding behind talent, created invisible fractures. His arrogance led him to believe that surface beauty could replace the hard work of deep tempering. Now it is David's turn. There is no flair, no theatrical movement. He simply raises his blade and strikes with the weight of 1,000 hammers. The plain blade slices through the air and the target alike. It doesn't break. It doesn't even flinch. It is the embodiment of pure, focused resilience. The thousands of folds and the hours of heat have created a structure that is truly invincible. What was once humble iron is now an unbreakable force. The crowd is silent. The truth is undeniable. The most expensive sword was a lie, while the most honest sword became a legend of strength. This story isn't just about swords. In life, we are often blinded by those who start with every advantage, wealth, and natural-born talent. But talent is only a starting point. Without the tempering of hard work and a humble attitude, talent is as fragile as Alex's golden blade. The first truth we must accept is that while anyone can learn a skill, the attitude you bring to it is a conscious, daily choice. Secondly, a person of average ability who works with persistent dedication will always eventually surpass a genius who relies only on their natural gifts. Success is not a grand event. It is the sum of small, often boring efforts repeated every single day, without fail or complaint. Look at the master chef who uses a simple knife to create magic. It is their skill, born of years of practice, that provides the value. True excellence is found in the connection between the maker and the tool, a connection that can only be forged through time and deep humility. Do not be discouraged if you feel like a rough iron surrounded by polished gems. Your value is being built in the shadows of your effort. Resistance creates strength. The very things that make your journey difficult are the things that are tempering your soul for the future's challenges. Success is not about being the best when you start. It is about having the humility to keep learning and the courage to keep going. Your attitude is the fire that tempers your life. Without it, you are just cold metal. With it, you are an unstoppable force of nature. David does not stop to celebrate his victory. He knows that the craft is infinite, and there is always a better version of himself to forge. Alex has experienced a painful awakening. He realizes that to become a true master, he must first become a student of the fire and the hammer. He lets go of the gold and the fame. He begins the long, hard process of rebuilding his skills from the ground up, with newfound respect. This is the sound of growth. It is the sound of two men who finally understand that true worth is earned, never bought, or simply inherited. Your hands may be scarred, and your path may be dusty, but these are the marks of a life lived with purpose and genuine, deep integrity. Never forget, talent might get you into the race, but only your attitude and your resilience will ever get you across the final finish line. The strength you seek is already within you. You just need to be willing to go through the fire to bring it out to the surface. Persistence is the best steel money can't buy. It is the only material that will never break when the world finally decides to test you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fire. We hope this story of the two smiths helps you forge your own path. Every day is a new opportunity to strike the iron while it's hot. What kind of blade are you choosing to ren lien and build today? Please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to continue exploring the deep philosophies that help us live better lives. Until next time, keep ren lien, keep growing, and remember that the strongest steel is forged in the hottest and most challenging of fires.